Hi guys, Squirrel here. Welcome back to My Summer Car. Oh yes! Oh yes, Squirrel is playing My Summer Car again. Oh yes. Indeed. I know, I take long breaks from this game. I have to. This game... Wow, what's that in the distance there? It's amazing. This game is difficult to play and, you know, it does get to you after a while, and I stop playing for a while and I play again. That's how I roll. So, we're back. That's the main thing. Now, there's been huge updates. What's all that mess on the floor, you're probably asking? Well, I think there used to be a blue van here. The blue van, I'm on the experimental branch, the newest experimental branch, and oh boy, there's been some changes. There's actually an endgame story is kind of being built out as well. We can get a girlfriend. Yes, you can actually get a girlfriend, but that's not going to be happening in this episode. In fact, it might take a few episodes to get to that storyline. I can't remember how far we got with the whole drunk guy storyline, so we need to carry on with that. But what's happened here is the blue van and the truck, the sewage truck, are now owned by your uncle. And as such, you don't start with them. They don't start at your house like they used to back in the day. And the game has basically teleported the van away. And at some point, the uncle, who lives at the back of our house, will appear. Usually only on a sunny day, he'll be sat outside. And we'll have to go and talk to him, and he'll lend us the keys to the van, and then we can get the van back. The sewage truck, however, has been teleported to the town, where the sewage depot is, and we'll have to do some more stuff to get Uncle to give us the keys to those. So we're kind of... Yeah, I mean, we've got some money, so we're okay, but we can't earn money from sewage trucks for a while. And as for this... Oh, and I don't have my backpack mod either, so I have to pick things up one at a time. Fantastic. So we better get to work, right? I don't know what state the car's going to be in either, because some stuff has changed on the car. And in the notes it says that the condition of parts on the car will be randomly reset. So we could be looking at a completely broken car right now. You know, it's going to be a problem. Now then, I have the spanner set over here, because otherwise we'd be completely stuck. So with the spanner set, we are going to start the car, which I hope is still in this garage here, because you can use a screwdriver. I can't remember... I seriously can't remember if we killed the wasp nest in the back of this thing. Which you can kill by dunking it in the water or with a fire extinguisher. I honestly can't remember if we did that or not. In fact, you know what? Let's check if there's actually some fuel in here. There's no fuel in here. Oh my god. Is that fuel? I think that's fuel. Did I actually leave any fuel in this thing? Because if I didn't... We are seriously not going anywhere. Let's double check this. It's going to be a long walk, if this isn't the case. Right, please, please, please have fuel inside. I can't remember when I actually brought this thing over here. Maybe I brought it over here with the express purpose of refueling this truck. Oh, yes. That's not a lot of fuel. I doubt that's enough to get us down the road. Oh boy. Yeah, we could be on a rescue and recovery mission here. Let's think. Now, the town is left and all the way down there. Is it sunrise or sunset? It kind of looks like sunrise to me. I think the sun rises on that side and sets on this side. That must be the green car, possibly. Let's chuck all these things. I don't know why I've got the firework bag. Yeah. Alright. We're going to move all this gear and then we'll get on the road and see how far we can get. Right, I've put the junk in the back. Well, most of it. I couldn't be bothered to all of it. Let's see if we can actually get this thing started. Put the parking brake in. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I think that answers that question. No, don't die. Cruel world, no. No. Let me sleep. Maybe if I sleep. Maybe I don't die if I sleep. Oh god, they're still here. can't see anything. I'm dead. You know what's really annoying about that death? The fact the engine is probably sat there now, idling, burning all the tiny amount of gasoline that I had left. All I had to do was drive it over here. Morning! How you doing, sir? Not too well, I see. Maybe you got stung by wasps as well. Yeah, you can sleep it off. Right, okay, well, we're seriously stuck now because we have no form of transport. I guess we're going to have to get the bus or get the green car or something because, yeah, we're over here and all our vehicles are over back at the house and I can't take the truck, which is over there because I don't have a key. And also, Wub Wub and Dub Dub don't spawn like they used to anymore. They just spawn randomly. Let's see if Timo's in. Oh man, what time is it? Have I got a watch? I don't think I have. No, I don't have the watch. Timo, come on. We've got some beer. Oh yeah. These will come in handy later. I won't spoil it for you, but it's something to do with the girlfriend. Lol. By the way, that's gonna be the girlfriend's house there. That's where she lives. That's her dad's car, I think. I guess the best bet is to wait for the green car. So I shall do that. And then take a long walk down a dirt track. Finland on a Monday morning. It's just dead. Get it? It's just dead. Right, I'll get myself home. Home sweet home. Need a shower after that. Right. That's nice and clean. I walked past the car, just came straight in for a shower. Oh god. Did I really leave the motorbike in the kitchen? Let me put it over here. Okay. Oh, by the way, the motorbike has a 3-position tank on it now. Oops, as it does in real life. Because I used to ride with these things. But oh, for God's sake! I see the physics hasn't changed. Just sit there. Yeah. So it should be, as it says here, off, on, and reserve. So you can actually drive it in both positions. However, if you're in the on position, there's like a small reserve at the bottom of the tank. And the idea is when you run out of fuel, then you can flick it to reserve, drive to a fuel station and refuel. That's the idea. If you forget, though, and put it on reserve and then run out of fuel, well, you're screwed. And you're an idiot, so that's the whole thinking behind that. Wow, I actually forgot how many bits we had. Crikey. We've got so many batteries and stuff. Do you know, I have no idea what state this thing is in. Let's have a quick look. It may have, like, popped the batteries. It may have... I just cannot remember where things are at with this thing. Okay, should we just do a quick check on the old fuel and stuff? Okay, fuel looks good, actually. Let's maybe try... Have we got any coolant around? I was thinking maybe we'll fire it up and see... The problem with firing it up is if there is a problem, then it'll probably just detonate the engine. Come on. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe this is empty? I wish there was... I genuinely wish there was a way of seeing how much liquid is left inside one of these things. You know, how much is in the coolant radiator? It's not showing full, but it doesn't show anything at all if there's no liquid in the jug. So it's just a stupid problem that you have where you can't check the levels of anything. Like the oil is the only thing you can check the level of. Oh, how much is in there? No idea. Let's have a look. All looks wired in. It suspiciously looks okay. I'm really, really concerned. Of course, the exhaust is not on there. Let's try and put that back on. This, I don't know why, but it just keeps falling off. hope I've got my toolkit in the back. Yes, there it is. Is it a 7mm for this? Let's try 7. Yeah, there we go. Well remembered. Okay. Of course, it won't stay on. It just keeps popping off, but... Right, let's see if we've got power in terms of battery. Okay, let's turn that off, because I actually want to hear this. Alright. That's very suspiciously not making horrible sounds. Oh, that's not a good sound. We have a mixture problem. Yeah, it's running very, very rich. Look at that. Why is it suddenly running so rich, I wonder? Alright, we're going to have to make some adjustments to the mixture. It appears to have adjusted something. But otherwise, like, it's, you know... It started. It's purring along. We've got half a tank of fuel. Temperature looks okay. Water pressure. That looks very, very low, doesn't it, eh? That water pressure looks non-existent. Should we turn this off? Because that needle should be somewhere up here, I would have thought. So I'll consider that to be not quite right yet. I've got a suspicion. Maybe we'll buy some fresh water coolant. And check all these other levels as well while we're on it. Actually, let's just pop these off. We can do these now. I honestly expected it to be a lot worse than that. Let's see. What am I looking for? Looking for that. Motor oil. A billion bottles of these. I need to work out which ones of these are full and which ones are not, because otherwise it's just going to get really irritating. Okay, that definitely topped up. Which one did it top up? That's the question. You gonna fill up? Okay, I have no clue if that's full or not. I kind of feel like it's mixed all these jars and bottles up, and I really don't know how much is in each one. That's what it feels like at the moment. So yeah, mixture needs to be adjusted, which is going to be great fun, adjusting the mixture on this thing. But for now, let's see, we've got beer. We've got loads of beer, actually. So this is our only... Actually, let's go and see... Oh, look. See? That's where the sewage truck used to be. And I bet you that... Oh, there's tractors there. Oh, the tractor's ready to go with wood. That's good. Let's go and see if our uncle's in, actually. Because it's a sunny day, so he may... Is he there? No, he's not. That's his seat. It may take him a day or two to spawn after, you know, when you kick off the experimental. But at some point, he should appear here. Actually, can we knock on his door? He's not in, because the van would be here. If the van's here, you can knock on the door. And he should answer it, but he's not here at the moment. Let's quickly have a look at the woodshed. See, now look at this. There's what looks like an old... Is it a Fiat 127? Here. And it says loads of new things around. And there's also this, which is a chassis off a truck, by the look of it. Which kind of... you know, maybe I'm jumping the gun a bit, but I'd like to think that that points towards the possibility maybe somewhere further down the line of us building a truck, which would just be epic. My summer truck would just be, I would love it if they allowed us to build a truck from scratch like the Satsuma, but with a truck. That would just be amazing. So at the moment we've only got one mode of transport. Actually, we've got the motorbike. We could take the motorbike. Can't use the van. It's a bit tricky trying to get around with just a motorbike and a slightly broken car. I suppose we could take the boat over to the shop. Yeah, we could take the boat over to the shop and buy some more liquid. What time of day is it? Look how quickly our thirst bar's going up midday. Thirst bar's going up super, super quickly now. Like, I'm pretty certain he's changed that. I'm going to take this. Oh boy. Yep, look, there's the hammer. There's a speaking of cigarettes, how many cigarettes have we got? Oh, that's alright. Yep, let's take the boat over to the shop. Let's buy some more liquids and stuff and just make sure that the car is in tip-top condition. We'll just adjust the fuel mixture. And then we're capable of driving around because I've got a feeling... Actually, while we're at the shop, we'll go past the drunk guy's new apartment because I can't remember if we moved him in or not. I need to find out. I don't know if he still lives at his old place. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's grab that. Now, are you going to fill up? Again, is that because it's full or is that because the jug is empty? No idea. We're going to take both anyway, just to be sure. So the water reflection's changed. It looks pretty decent now, actually. Send to driving mode. Reverse. Still only has one gear. However, I can tell you that the fuel definitely goes down quicker. A bit like your thirst bar. So the consumables have definitely been adjusted. I can't beat a nice drive on the lake, eh? You see, doing this should actually reduce your stress. Not smoking, I mean just driving on the lake in general. Well, obviously the smoking does as well, in the game. Don't smoke, kids. You know, the thought had occurred to me that if those fuel things are empty and I don't have very much fuel in the back, we could actually run out of fuel on the way over here. And it would be a very, very, very long swim. I'm going to test the theory. I'm going to actually see if... Come on, turn. No. Dang. Probably beached it now. I'm going to just see if we can put any more fuel in. Maybe it was just completely full. Which is possible. Sometimes I do fill it when I get back to the home jetty. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so it was just basically full. That's fine. I really wish it would just show it as full. Like, instead of the bar just disappearing, just show me a full bar. And then I know that it's full. Okay, so that's... Anyway, we've solved the problem. Do we need a beer? Let's have a quick beer. It's always beer o'clock. You can hear the bus. Oh, the bus driver's changed as well. Maybe we can see him. He looks completely different. Remember what it used to be? It used to be that strange guy with a the flowery shirt on. Well, he's now the one that seems to roam around the place. And the guy who drives it, his clothes actually change every day. I don't know how many outfits he's got, but his clothes definitely do change. This is a posh house, isn't it? Look at this. This is the girlfriend's house, I think. Well, she's not our girlfriend yet, but we will win her. Yeah, that's a parent's house, I think. She's a bit of a stroppy one, to be fair. There you go. Look. Look at his outfit. Hey! I know you know I'm here. Stop ignoring me, bro. Hello? Stop looking the other way, pal. Let's see if Timo's in. Oh, you're actually open, Timo. That makes a change. Oh, do you know what? I've just remembered. This stuff has to be carried one by one, and I don't have the carry mod. No! I know we need coolant. And we probably need one of those, but oh boy, I can't be bothered to carry both of these at a time. I'm just going to take this. I don't like it, Timo. I've only got one hand. I can only carry one thing at a time. It's very annoying, bro. Look, this is all I can do in my life. Yeah, we need to get to the point where the van and the truck is operational. That's what we need to do. Actually, the first thing we're going to do, though, is make sure the car's working. Because if you get the car working, then we can progress the storyline. Which reminds me, I was going to quickly run over to the other apartment block and double check if he's actually in there or not. Because I can't remember if we moved him in. Yeah, he's not here. Like, normally there'll be a table and chairs out here when he's moved in. Let's put that there a sec. Yeah, he's not in here yet. That's amazing. That's amazing. I didn't know I could do that. Floppy disk. Look, you see? When we move the... Oh, I wish I could reach that now. When we move this guy in, we can grab those floppy disks. And they're like free games for the computer. Yeah, he's not here. Alright, so we've basically got to progress that storyline. That's fine. We'll leave the phone on overnight and hopefully we'll get a phone call and we can go and pick him up. But we need to fix the car first. Alrighty then. Quick trip, but I think it was worth it. Certainly found out about the plot line and stuff. Slightly better parking than last time. And stop. There we go. Right, let's grab that. So what we'll do is we'll top up the coolant on this thing and see if we can just bring the mixture down. Although I can't remember, we haven't just got the basic carburetor, have we? We've got the... Oh man, I think we've got the injectors, which is so annoying to try and... I think there's like 4 you have to adjust. Oh man. This could be fun. I also need to pick up all this. I just love the way the game removes the vehicles and just dumps all your stuff on the floor. It's like, thanks! Because that means I've got more stuff that I need to buy. And I've got to get rid of that lot. Right. I've got a feeling this is full. But we'll just double, triple check because I'm a bit concerned about the water pressure. Unless, of course, it meant the water pump's gone. Yeah, you see, that's just not... It's just not filling up. This thing has got me worried. Actually, is the phone plugged in? Yes. Actually, I've got a feeling. Oh no! I've just had a thought. Is this thing... That's actually full. See, and all the... Okay. We'll leave that here. All the jugs, all the empty bottles, these things. They must be on the tip. But I was thinking for a second then, I was thinking, what if they were in the back of the van? And then the van's been despawned. But then I thought, well, if that was the case, then they would be all over my driveway, wouldn't they? Because I think that's where the van... No, the van was over at Pigman's house. That's where we started. So, yeah, that's... Okay, so that means they're on the tip then. That's not so bad. It just means we've got to go to the tip and collect them. Not that we're desperate for money right now, so, you know, it's all good. But we really should, you know... We really need to get it done, because although we don't need the money now, basically... At the moment, we're not earning money from this. We could have another one on the brew, as it were. You know, if you had enough of these empty things, you could just fill it up and start another one brewing and then just take an absolute metric ton of these. That's a good idea, actually. That's a good idea. I may buy a whole load more of these and drink them. Just so we've got at least 2 sets. And that way I can just brew one, fill it up, brew another, fill that up. Leave one brewing and go and sell him effectively 2 lots of Killu in one go. So you get 1 trip, but you get to sell him like twice as much stuff. If you can pile it on top of the table, that is. Which is probably a big if. But we're actually getting a bit tired here as well, aren't we? Looking at it. Look at me using the toilet in my summer car. Outrageous. I'll do. Dribble everywhere. Time is it? 4:15. You see, if we go to bed now, it'd be like stupid o'clock in the morning. Let me just see, because I am slightly intrigued about this whole situation right now. So the water pressure needle is actually rising, which means the pump is doing something, and there is water in there. But I gotta admit, that's pretty low. Maybe that'll get higher as it warms up. That mixture is definitely too high. Did you notice that as well? Did you notice the car sink when you get up and down? Oh, you see that? So the passenger and your weight now affect the balance of the car. So when the guy gets in, like a passenger gets in, you'll feel the car move and it'll affect the handling of the car. That's one of the more recent things they put in. Jeez. I need to remind myself where the tuning things are on this on this thing. It's been such a while since I've actually done it. 16.5. Right, I'm going to quickly look that up. Right, quickly how to read. Now, I'm going to assume that the mixture's been calibrated. Which I can't remember if it has or not. We're going to need the screwdriver. We're going to have to locate these 4 screws. Now, because the mixture's running too rich, that needle is all over the place, man. That does worry me slightly. There should be 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we want to bring it back a notch. Back a notch. Back a notch. Back a notch. Let's see what that does. Alright. Okay. Now that seems reasonable, but I am a bit concerned about that being very, very wildly all over the place. See, what I'm thinking is that the mixture settings on all 4 are wildly out. That's what I'm thinking. But for now, at least another car's usable. So we'll put the cover back on. We can, if necessary, if we get woken up tonight, we can actually go and do a pickup run. Come on, bro. Don't like the way that's shaking. I really don't like the way that's shaking. That's got me slightly worried. Let's put this in the back. Close that. We'll have a quick shower and we'll jump in bed. Actually, it's a Monday, isn't it? The meter on. We should get an electric bill. We'll put this light on as well. We should get an electric bill very soon. Turn that off. Which we can afford to pay. Cool. Alright, so Car's in working order. We can do a kill you run. I want to buy some more bottles. We need to progress the drunk guy storyline. We need the uncle to appear so we can get the keys for the van. And then we need the keys for the sewage truck. And that brings us more or less up to date where we are. I don't know if there's any sewage jobs yet. There's not. That's fine. We're not losing out any money. Also, I think we can probably do a wood run at some point. But let's go to sleep. And see what happens. Alright, it's looking like nothing. No phone call for us. Although I cannot see very much at all. It's obviously like... I'm so glad I left that torch on right now. Because this is insane. There we go. How ridiculous is that? Like, there's no ambient light comes off that at all. Cool. Alright, so that's brought us more or less up to date on where we are. So we've got work to do in the morning, so... What time is it? I can't see what time it is. 2 AM? Are you serious? Okay, I'm going to go to sleep. I think we'll leave it there, guys. That was more or less a quick catch-up episode to kind of bridge where we were back in, December and where we are now in May. There's been a lot of changes in the game, which we're going to start finding very soon in the next episode. But for this episode, I think we've got things just about on an even keel. So we're ready to go. So in the next episode, we'll get some work done. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Until the next one, take care and don't die in my summer car.